Hey and welcome folks, Mark Rolton coming to you live from the trenches. Why? Because this is where the cash is made. People always ask me, how do you get into development, Mark? How do I do what you do? How do I go out there and make not just a couple of $100 grand, but how do I now, extract millions of dollars from doing this kind of technique? Putting a project into the ground, I believe, is one of the most rewarding parts of our career. As a newfound investor, as a newfound portfolio manager, as a person that now has taken a liking to real estate, wherever you are, always I get the question as, why, Mark, do you go ahead and do it that way? Property options, Mark, are a brilliant way or an incredible device of making a lot of cash. But how do you now take it to the next level and extract millions of dollars? I mean, we see you doing it all the time. Hundreds of millions of dollars worth of projects are being done. You've got to be pocketing some serious profit, and that's obvious. But what I want to share with you, this is the difference between doing an option and taking the next step to the next level and doing a development. That's where the subject of Renegade comes in. What are the differences? Well, options is you and I taking control of a property and punching it back to the market. Whether it be an ultimate buyer, a shopping centre operator, an overseas syndicate, or an industrial opportunity, whatever it might be, you and I are just taking control of it, flicking it on and making a few bucks. On the way here today, with one of our site meetings, I was just talking to a chap in northern Newcastle. And this guy has now optioned a site and he's sitting on about $120,000 in profit. The option's just been signed, the deal's obviously a very, very lucrative transaction, and he's got an ultimate buyer that's begging to get hold of it. And he's got a massive database. He's now gone through the motions of us showing him what to do. So he's obviously sitting on some good cash. But why would you make 120 grand, folks, when you can roll it out and make the best part of $5.5 odd million like this one? Why wouldn't you? Take that step and launch into that place. That's now the subject of Renegade. What are the attributes? What do I learn? What am I going to take on, Mark? What's the differences? As I just pointed out, it's about taking that step, knowing how to articulate a development, how to do and conduct your own approvals / permits, how to execute your own CCs, construction certificates, and your own building approval, depending what state you live in. How to assemble a team of consultants. In fact, I even show you the techniques that I use to interview them. How do I get an architect, an engineer, a sound consultant, acoustic consultant, a traffic consultant? How do I formulate a plan and get a team that now understands how to get that approval? All of these things, folks, are now demonstrated in the world of being a renegade. You need to ask my team or speak to the powers to be of how do I get into that group? How do I become a part of Renegade? And I show you not just how to put together a development, folks, I show you how I use options and the profit that I create in the approval to go ahead and trigger the funding that we need for projects like this. I have very limited capital in my transactions because I've learned a lot of stuff over the last 11 years. An enormous amount of wisdom, technique, strategy, protocol, systems, it's all there for the taking. So I want to share this with you. You need to be a part of Renegade. It's not just property options, you get all that, but you get so much more in the form of development, and I also teach you how to do stratas, splitters, and land subdivisions on a very large scale. So there is so many different revenue streams that open up now to you as being a part of Renegade. Talk to my team, get on the program, learn this stuff, folks, because this is where your grace and your glory is found. It's not now pushing trolleys or working for Gloria Jeans or working a franchise, although it's wonderful. It's better than doing nothing. But I want to share with you, if you're going to do a 40-hour week, hell, you might as well make millions rather than just a few bucks. So let's get together, Renegade. I look forward to seeing you there real soon. Let's make it happen together. All the very best. Can't wait to see you. Mark Rolton signing off. Bye for now.